What is up, unproductive people? I am Naman, and today I'm going to be asking you the question: do you not know what to do with all the extra time that you now have? Well, then this video is just for you. Just kidding. The only reason I'm doing this is because it's trendy right now to do quarantine stuff. Anyways, as I was saying, this video is just for you. So buckle up, because today we're going to be talking about 10 things to do while stuck at your home zoo. I just added the zoo so that it would rhyme. Work out. Get tired. Because the more tired you are, the more you're going to sleep and have to worry less about what to do during the day. Check out more of my YouTube videos. Not that there are that many, but I really need those views. On a more serious note, you might want to note this down. Find the right balance in your YouTube surfing between entertainment videos and educational videos. Some of my favorite educational channels are Vsauce, mainly Vsauce, but also Vsauce 2 and Vsauce 3, Veritasium, Kurzgesagt in a Nutshell, TED-Ed, etc. The only reason I'm listing these out is because I think it's funny that a guy with 300 subscribers is asking his audience to check out channels which have millions of subscribers. Get a new hobby. Learn to edit videos. This will leave you with a better appreciation for filmmaking and videos in general. The video editing software that I use is a free software called Shotcut. Learn to solve a Rubik's Cube. Learn to solve a bigger Rubik's Cube. Learn to solve a smaller Rubik's Cube. Paint if you have paint. However, my painting has temporarily stopped due to the fact that my art class has temporarily stopped, first due to exams and now due to this. This is how far I've reached in my latest canvas though. Don't judge it yet, it's not over. Ensure that you are in fact in your home and not hallucinating that you are in your home while in fact outdoors. How do you ensure if you're hallucinating or not, you ask? Well, if you're insanely logical, when your dreams and hallucinations are filled with so much logic that it's hard to distinguish from reality, how do we know that we're not hallucinating? How are we to know if the whole universe as we know it is not a simulation after all? The answer to that, we don't know. We probably never will. But I have come up with an answer as to how to check whether you're hallucinating or not. If you're happy throughout the day, you're hallucinating. Just kidding. If you die within the next year or so due to a tumor in your temporal lobe, yep, this was a hallucination. If you are/ever have been even slightly interested in cricket, find a relatively empty part of your house and practice catches. For me, that relatively empty part is the first floor, which is where my grandmom lives. Yes, catching practice at home can sometimes lead to disaster. Day 6 of quarantine, and I've continued the work I started as a child, which is breaking these things from that. I'd already broken like 3 or 4 of them, and I just broke one. 2 more of these. Shout out to my grandmom for letting me film what I do here every day, and pretty much have been for the past 5 months. Thanks, Aji.
Welcome, Naman.
If you get tired after a long day of catch practice, you can always do a bit of light reading by studying quantum mechanics. I swear, the only reason this is on the list is so that I could do that joke. No, but seriously though, quantum mechanics is fun. I mean, where else can you find a metaphorical cat that is both alive and dead at the same time? I am a little ashamed to admit that I've only gotten around to reading it now, even after having to want to read it for the past year or so. I think spend time with your family goes without saying. Hey, I was just editing these parts, and I think it's worth mentioning here that though both my parents are right now not going to work due to the lockdown, they're extremely busy throughout the day. Here you see my mother appearing to read a book, but I can assure you she hasn't had time to read a book in the past 10-15 years at least. She just picked up a book and pretended to be reading it while I asked her to sit down because I wanted to record her. So yeah, no, back to this. This one is for all of my fellow science students out there. What are you complaining about? Just do the same stuff you've been doing for the past 2 years. I mean, all of us have pretty much been in self-quarantine, isolation and lockdown for the past 6 months at least. The only thing that's different now is that everyone knows how it is to be us. Damn it. Make sure that you do all of the above 8. Or 7 if you're not a science student. Ensure that you do number 9. Okay, on a serious note though, it's not that hard, alright? I mean, which global catastrophe would say, stopping me is impossible, to stop me or to stay indoors, ha ha ha, you'll never stop me. And we're not winning. Yet. See, this is exactly why we're not ready for an alien invasion. If extraterrestrials did choose to invade our planet for some godforsaken reason, even after they've invaded us and declared that they're going to take over our planet in their own language, well, definitely not English, I'd be disappointed if the aliens spoke English. I actually think that the reason why no super intelligent species has ever visited our planet is due to the fact that in our global language, this can be pronounced in 4 different ways. So after the aliens have invaded us and left us a message in their own language, and after our soldiers have taken charge and our scientists and psychologists and other brilliant-minded people have deciphered the message for us, saying that their tone and aggressiveness makes it highly unlikely that it could mean anything but war, and the nuclear weapons that they were brandishing in their cybernetic arms, and the fact that they nuked our moon makes their intentions quite clear, there would still be an idiot somewhere who would think that it's a great idea to go and have dinner with me. And thousands of people would support this idiot because it would be insensitive to call him an idiot because all he was trying to do was spread a message of peace. One thing leads to another, and the inevitable herd mentality and the fear of missing out takes over, and more people start supporting the idiot, and the next thing you know, the idiot is being awarded the Nobel Peace Prize. How does this relate to our current situation, you ask? Okay, I'm going to be honest here. I got carried away somewhere after I said soldiers. Also, if you notice this, congratulations. I banged my head into a wall. No further questions?